What's in a name? It sounds like a really simple question, but I think it is one of the most important questions we can ask ourselves. Names do more than just identify us to others. They can communicate who we are or who we hope to become. That is exactly why I decided it was finally time to change mine. Not my personal name, but my business name. 400 years ago, Shakespeare expressed this same question in Romeo and Juliet. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet. Here, Juliet argues names shouldn't matter. But isn't that what the entire play is about? About how much their last names really do matter? At least to society and to their families. Whether it's a person's name, a school's name, or a business name, names carry meaning. There's a lot of research around names. There's research about how we recognize and respond emotionally when others use our name. I always have better customer service experiences when people call me by name. And when I go to a restaurant or a hotel and I see someone's name on their name tag, I always try to use their name. Names can also shape expectations for us and communicate purpose. In other words, names become a part of our story. And that's why I knew it was finally time for a new chapter for my business. Hey, if you've never been here before, my name is Kylie Larson. I own an academic tutoring company and I am a success coach for students. If you're a longtime follower, you might have already noticed that across our social media and our YouTube channel, you've seen a new name. Today, I want to share why. I started my tutoring company almost 1 year ago. I named it after something that my grandmother used to say. It's a Southern thing. She used to say, I have 40-11 things to do. And when I named my business, it really felt like home. Naming my company 4011 Learning was exactly the right name for that season because I was stepping out in faith, taking a risk, and having that name brought me comfort and familiarity. But things began to change. What started out as just little old me tutoring reading and writing quickly began to grow. Yes, I went from solo tutor to building a team. I also started thinking about how can we help students not only in the subject area, but how can we give them tools and skills that serve them now, but will serve them even more later on in life. Tutoring is still at the very heart of what we do, but it isn't our whole story. Our new name is Student Success Collective, and this name packs so much meaning. First of all, student. Every decision begins with what's best for students. Success. Success means much more than grades or scores. Success comes in the form of growth, independence, confidence, learning how to learn, and learning how to persevere and be resilient. Collective. This is probably the most intentional word of the new name. A lot of people think that it's because I went from being a solo tutor to being a team of tutors. And yes, that was a very important moment. But collective means so much more. A student's success depends on the collective effort of that student, parents, teachers, tutors, coaches, mentors. Our students don't succeed because of one person. They succeed because a group of people come alongside them. So, where is the company today? Well, today we are offering tutoring for kindergarten through 12th grade in almost all core academic areas. We even have American Sign Language and Spanish support. I am offering student success coaching We develop parent resources of this YouTube content as a free resource for families and students. I also have a lot of other goals in mind, including a podcast and a student success collective Skool community where students can come together and get guidance from me. Our mission remains the same, helping students become confident, capable, and independent learners. I'm so excited about the future of this company, the way that we're going to bring more support to our local community and beyond, more support for families and practical resources, and more ways that we can help students succeed inside and outside the classroom. So, what's in a name? Maybe Juliet was right. A rose would still smell just as sweet, but I really think names do matter because sometimes they help explain who we've become. Changing our name didn't change our mission. It simply gave it a name that finally fits. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would invite you to subscribe to this channel because there are many bright things in our future. And follow along as Student Success Collective continues to grow and make an impact in the lives of students. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you next time.